Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tech Tronics channel, where we're going to tinker and learn. Today, we're going to do the Linux Lite overview, the perfect blend of power, simplicity, and potential. So this is what it looks like. Essentially, we're going to do like a little, quick look at the desktop environment and see what we could do about it and how it could benefit us. So let's get started. Okay, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you share and like the video. The whole idea behind this channel is if I have a technical project to do, I share it here. The idea in the video itself could be the project. So subscribe, check your subscriptions, check the notification bell so that you stay in the know. Also, you can follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter. So that's our handle. That's what we do. And we keep you up to date on new videos that get released from time to time. So what is Light Linux? But before we get there, your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys being a part of the channel. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. And we just thank you. And without you, you know how that goes. All right, so what is it? Well, Light Linux is a beginner-friendly Linux distribution based on Ubuntu's long-term support release featuring Xoffice Desktop, Xfce Desktop. The project's latest release version 6.6 focuses on providing a wider range of language translations. Introducing Linux Lite, the game-changing operating system that will revolutionize your computing experience. Say goodbye to sluggish performance and endless frustration because Linux Lite is here to deliver lightning fast speed and exceptional stability. With a sleek and intuitive interface, navigating through applications has never been smoother or more efficient. Okay. So, that's what Light Linux is about. It's about performance. And you could experience the freedom of customization like never before with Linux Lite. Whether you're a tech-savvy guru or a casual user, this versatile operating system allows you to tailor your desktop exactly how you want it, from choosing your favorite themes, icons, wallpapers, and customizing shortcuts and menus. Linux Lite puts the power back into commuting, but that's not all. It also boasts an extensive library of pre-installed software for your daily needs, from browsing the web with Firefox to managing documents with LibreOffice and editing images with GIMP, and everything that you require is right at your fingertips. Plus, thanks to its lightweight design resources, friendly nature, Linux Lite ensures maximum performance without draining precious system resources, giving you more time for productive tasks instead of waiting around for programs to load. So that's pretty much what Linux Lite is, and we're going to take a look at it, so stay tuned. On the agenda today, we're going to set up VMware to run this ISO. We're going to run the live ISO disk to install Linux Lite, and we're going to explore the operating system. So stay tuned. So first step is to set up VMware, point it to the correct ISO file, set up the 2 gigs of RAM and all the system settings so that it runs properly. It doesn't really take much to run. I'm actually giving it a little bit more than it needs so that it runs smoothly. And so basically, I left the default settings. I'm just going to change the virtual machine settings to my liking, give it a number in case I install this again, just to differentiate it in case I want to do experiments on it or that sort of thing. We're going to leave it as a 20 gigabyte disk. I chose to store the virtual disk as a single disk. They say splitting it makes it easier to move, but I have no intentions of moving it. I might delete it. We're going to run the live ISO disk. Okay. So this is what I got when I started the virtual machine. And basically, I booted into Linux Lite. It didn't take too long to boot, but it was, just a nice little wait there for a few minutes. And there it is. So, well, it's kind of like, in the process of loading up right now. So I maximized the window, and then it took a minute here. I didn't speed this part up, but it's thinking. What's it thinking about? I don't know, but it looks like it's done thinking, and the environment is set to load. And this is what you could expect, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not using the best of hardware, but I'm not using the slowest of hardware either. Um, so you just have to kind of like wait it out for a little bit. And then it goes into this screen, and I'm sweating bullets. It says a connection to the bus can't be made, but I don't think it really matters because it still loads anyway. Okay. And there we have it. So the desktop environment is loading for us. And well, this is the live environment, I should say. Okay. And it just takes a minute to load. I'm not using the best of hardware. I'm not using the slowest of hardware either. But once it loads, it loads. And it gives you the light welcome screen. And once it loads, you have a couple of options. You can install updates, install drivers, set a restore point, install language support, select disk or light theme, online support, help manual, forums, hardware database, UEFI, and secure boot, contribute, code, donate, shop, social media, and feedback. And then one of the things that we probably want to do is from this screen, we could click the install now, which would be very helpful to get us installed on the hard disk. So what I did was I proceeded to install Linux Lite. So the install process, part of it I had to actually speed up because it just took a while. But I clicked install now, and you just, wait a minute for it to load the proper screen. Well, I was curious about what that package indicator was. And then I wanted to see if I could do anything about my sound issues, but I really wasn't going after the sound issues, but I just wanted to look and see what I had in that area to work with, but nothing of benefit, so I closed out of it. So now the install screen loads up and I select my language. You may wish to the release notes. So I, for curiosity's sake, clicked on release notes, but I didn't see them load. But I usually don't read the release notes, but they're very handy. All right, so we're going to proceed with the installation. Click continue, and it's going to allow you to choose your keyboard layout. So we choose English, and it also says that it has important software updates. There are 5 software updates, so we just let that kind of run in the background. Since it's alive, I don't know. It probably installs to the RAM. All right, so I said to download updates while installing Linux. This saves time after installation, so that's the benefit of it. You also have the option to install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware and additional media formats. All right, so you just have to, wait. It got the little thing rotating in my mouse. And this installation process took a little longer than what I was used to, but that's okay. So what I wanted to do was take a look at the advanced features just to see what they were. You have none, or you could use LVM with the Linux installation, or you could erase the disk and use ZFS. I chose to be fancy and erase the disk and use ZFS. and then we click install now. So it tells you to break down, then you would click continue. Then it asks you where you are for time zone, and then you click continue. Okay. And then you just put in your name. So I put in my usual credentials, and I choose a password, a nice, easy password for me to remember. You have the option to log in automatically, or you require my password to log in. I always require, doesn't matter, but I like to enter the password because I like to keep my keystrokes up. I don't know. All right, so it's copying the files. For this process, you could tell by how fast the mouse is spinning that I sped this process up a little bit. Uh, it seemed to take about a good 10 minutes on my system to get the files copied over for this one part and then this other part together. So the installation took like no more than like 12 minutes in real time. So it was a good time to, get coffee, twiddle thumbs, maybe watch another screen and all that stuff. So what they have is a little slideshow. Linux Lite is free for everyone to use. You know what I mean? So you could welcome to Linux Lite 6.6. This community it plays an integral role in the direction of Linux Lite. One thing I like about it is it comes installed with Chrome. I'm a Chrome user, and it is real easy for me to say pop in my password and have all my bookmarks and stuff over on this system real quick because Chrome's installed. I don't have to go through the process of installing Chrome, so that's cool. But there's all kinds of benefits. It's Windows compatible. You got like several options there. uh, you can get help when you need it. If you have any questions setting up Linux Lite, ask us a question, ask them a question. You probably want to ask them a question. um, they have they know more about it than I do, of course, because it's their software. So it's almost finished copying the files, and you just have to wait it out. Like I said, I sped this process up a little bit so that it doesn't take too long, and it's almost done. And then it goes back to like some other stuff that it has to do. So I slowed it back down because this part of the install didn't take as long. But it has to configure system locales, configuring APT. And you could skip all this stuff. I never skip anything. I always keep it going. Scan in the mirror. Please wait. Retrieving and getting items, security updates, and such. Configuring the time zone. Create a user. Configuring the target system, the packages, loading modules, USB storage for USB storage. Configuring hardware. And the install is almost complete. Okay. So what's doing is just finishing up this configuring the hardware piece. Uh, so people support this. You get updates and good stuff. You know what I mean? I love a distro that stays up to date and doesn't like die off. But also too, you got to contribute to it if you're going to use it, type thing. Um, so it's doing these other tasks. So you could see the install process is pretty lengthy, but you could set it aside and let it do its thing and then do something else while you're at it. All right, so it's copying installation logs. You could also find those logs somewhere in the system, which nothing went wrong, so everything was fine. Installation is finished. You can continue testing Linux, or you have the option to restart the computer. I'm going to restart the computer, and then we're going to see what we have. So it's restarting, and it just takes a minute. And I know why it probably took a little longer than like normal. Like, I mean, because like I have a network share where I store my ISOs, so that's how I kind of run the ISOs. I shouldn't do that, but I should run them locally, but I'll remember to do that next time. Okay, so here we are in the booting process of rebooting. Let this screen do its thing. It does its thing really quick. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of time to explore the operating system and see what we have. So at this point, it's like remove the installation medium and press enter. I'm using VMware. So I go up to check that my installation medium is removed. You can't see it because I kind of zoomed in, but oh, yeah, actually you can. I just wanted to make sure that my stuff is disconnected as far as CD, DVD, IDE, and all the other stuff. And then I hit the reboot or hit any key to get it to reboot or something like that. And then we start the process again. And so while it's loading, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel, check your notifications, share the video, and like the video because it really helps the algorithm, helps us grow. We really appreciate your cooperation and you're watching the video. Thank you. So that's done. It's loading. All right, so I enter my credentials, my password, just to get in. We're in. It loads. Now, the one thing I couldn't find was how to get this to, maybe I needed a different display driver, but I couldn't get it to maximize to the size of the display that I wanted to use. So we'll just close that welcome screen and we'll just explore a little bit. This is our right-click launcher type thing. Try to see if I could do something about desktop settings to show all the different options you have, which is really cool. I mean, they got some really neat designs. Um, so you know, there's a lot to it. There's quite a few choices that you have as far as desktops are concerned. So we chose that desktop, and then we're going to take a look at some of the start menu here and see what we have. So I wanted to take a look at some of what the system had to offer. You know, we have the package manager, partition drives, printers, system information, system logs, and all that stuff. I'm going to take a look at the operating system information, look at the computer information, get a little summary on that. I'm running my AMD Ryzen 5 3500 6-core processor. It's an older machine, but that's okay. It still works. That's cool. And also, you know, we got the display. So I just wanted to, you know, see if there's anything I could do about the display. And there really wasn't much that I could do about the display. Uh, so I just looked around at the operating system just to get a general idea. And it worked fine, you know. I just wanted to see what else I could click around on and see what else I could find. I wanted to see if I could find anything more about the desktop settings, but I said not. So we took a quick look around in the menus just to see what was available. Let's see, you can switch user, you got office options, you have you know, I was still intent on fixing the display, but here's what happened. I didn't have the option to make it 1080p. So that's sometimes, so that could be some driver that I need to install that I didn't install in this production. But if I was to make this my daily driver, I would definitely have to install the updated drivers for my video components and then see if I could get that to work. And so we look around in the menu just to get a look at some of the applications. You have everything from about me and accessibility, advanced network configuration, appearance, application finder, archive manager, backups, Bluetooth adapters. So you have all kinds of stuff in here. So we'll just take a quick look at what it is and all that stuff. And you'll see that you have everything from the file system to HIDPI settings. And also we have important updates to install. So at this point, I would let the updates install and go from there. And I'm just scrolling through just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's available. So there's a lot of goodies that comes in this nice light uh, computing package that you could use to, maybe as an everyday driver. And it's all kinds of goodies. So, I mean, we could spend a day, many hours looking at all this good stuff, but I'd encourage you to go download it. Just go to DistroWatch. Uh, that's where I go to get everything is DistroWatch. And that's where you find the ISOs for all this stuff. So you got the internet. I like the fact that it has my Chrome, and Chrome is working. I just wanted to make sure I could get on the internet. It looks like I have an ad and can get on the internet. So it works, I'm very happy with that. So what you've been watching is the Linux Lite overview, a perfect blend of power, simplicity, and potential. I agree. Um, it's a wonderful operating system. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe, be sure to share and like the video, help the algorithm. The whole idea behind this channel is if I have a technical project to do, I share it here. Note the idea in the video itself could be the project. Please subscribe, share, and like. Also, too, to stay up to date, you can follow us on X. It's known as Twitter. That's our handle. That's where we are. That's where you'll find me hanging out on Twitter. I use that to like kind of notify of new videos and that sort of thing. Um, and also, too, thank you for watching, and your support is greatly appreciated. You can visit our Linktree. Linktree link is in the description area of the video. It's not a money grab, but it's just all kinds of stuff that is linked to us.